violence in South Africa claims up to 21 lives a day. The homicide capital is Cape Town. That's my hometown. Its gang-infested suburbs, called the Cape Flats, are among the most dangerous places in the world. And so I went there to see how authorities are using American-inspired technology and a human touch to confront the violence. A gang bust on the Cape Flats. Police knock down doors, looking for drugs, weapons, and dealers.
And I find it on you.
But they can't seem to knock out the criminal gangs that have turned these Cape Town neighborhoods into killing fields. There are about 130 gangs in and around Cape Town. The largest and most notorious, the Americans, a powerful force in the criminal underworld of drug and gun smuggling, contract killing, human trafficking and prostitution. Thousands of members on the streets displaying the American flag and brand logos, each one ready to kill or be killed in the rivalry over turf.
They're gonna die, you guys like a tomato. I'm killer for sure, I'm gonna kill them. No jokes.
When asked about the innocent bystanders caught in the crossfire,
Never you were here there. The Americans shot a small child off, we shot the innocent people, we shot the real people if we shoot them.
Whether that claim is accurate or not, the crossfire leaves plenty of collateral damage, triggered by a deadly mix of high unemployment, a steady flow of drugs, and an abundant supply of stolen firearms. That's why Cape Town authorities have turned to ShotSpotter, a real-time gunshot detection system developed in the United States. Audio sensors pick up the sound of gunfire on the streets. GPS technology pinpoints where the shots were fired. The information is sent to a 24-hour monitoring center in California, where it's analyzed and fed directly to local police. ShotSpotter was originally brought to South Africa to tackle rhino poaching, the first time it was used in Africa. Cape Town officials say it's not a magic bullet, but they're already seeing less gunfire in gang hotspots like Hanover Park.
The figures show a decline in the frequency of shooting because there is a suppressive element, a disincentive to shoot.
Is this a war?
If you look at the number of shots exchanged in 1 square kilometre of Hanover Park during the 9-month trial period of the ShotSpotter technology, we recorded 2,800 shooting incidents. So by any body standards, that must be called a war.
Technology is a useful tool, but Cape Flats community leaders say boots on the ground are just as essential. Pastor Craven Engel is the founder of Ceasefire, a gang intervention program started in 2013. It's a special kind of ministry, deploying ex-gang members on the streets as violence interrupters.
Our job is to get to the shooter, to quarantine him, to alter his behavior, not to shoot. That's our job. You know the gameplay now?
Violence interrupters strategize before hitting the streets. Instead of earning a living committing crime, they're now earning a living to help stop it. Glen says the Ceasefire project is about getting and giving second chances.
I was part of a gang. I changed my life not for Ceasefire, but I changed my life because I needed to change my life. And yes, this is just the benefits of changing my life, is to work in my community and give back to my community.
Engel and his team use ShotSpotter to home in on gang shootouts.
They will be able to put on their listening device and they will know this is definitely shots been fired.
A map is sent to the violence interrupters' phones.
And immediately if they look at this particular map where the shot's been fired, then they will know the altercation is still between this gang and that gang here. All this red dots is multiple gunfire. So then they will zoom in on that particular shot that's been fired and go exactly there. Then they interrupt the violence and get the gangs to maybe talk to each other.
This type of mediation involves interacting with gangs and others to gather information. The optics have led some residents to wonder whether the violence interrupters are truly reformed. Engel says he conducts rigorous vetting of his team because the job requires they play a dual role.
He needs to still have that street level credibility because they come out of prison, they understand the gang language. He cannot go talk to the gangs about sugar and tea. He's got to talk to them about the issue at hand. And on the other hand, he needs to act like a normal father and a normal community member. And I'm expecting this double life of them. Once they've signed up for this job, it's my duty to believe that they have changed.